Okay.
So you see that this part here, 1 minus root over 1 minus 6 square. So here it is. So previously we had plus sign or before on, right? But we have minus on here. And previously we had minus sign before root over 1 minus 6 square. But this time we have plus sign. We have plus sign before root over minus 6 square plus 1, right? So they are similar. Okay, if you just take this minus here, so these two sign will become reverse. Okay, so the same thing. So now here, so this is property 1. Guys know here property
Yes,
1?
yes.
Yeah. And then but our limit is different, right? 0 to 1. But
Yes.
here we had minus 1 to 0. Okay, so this is okay. So now we are using u substitution. Okay, x equal to sine u. X equal to sine u. So I already showed you the steps here, right? This is Trig substitution. Okay, so if I use trig substitution here, so we know that our function are similar, right? Our
Yes.
function are similar. Our function is similar. So that means this part, the trig substitution, their result will also similar, right? Cos square
Yeah.
u, cos square u du. You see here cos square u du. Where is that? Here cos square u du. Okay. Bro, are you clear? Cos
Yeah,
square
yeah,
u
okay.
du. Okay. Now, but our limit is different, right? 0 to pi by 2. But here it was minus pi by 2 to 0, right? It was minus pi by 2 to 0. But now the limit is 0 to pi by 2, right?
Yes.
0 to pi by 2, okay. So now the formula is same, cos square u, that means 1 plus cos 2u by 2. Okay, the same thing as before. And now we can take this constant out. So 1 by 2 integration of 0 to pi by 2 1 plus cos 2u du. Okay, now we have to calculate here, right? Okay, let's calculate. So again, property 1 here. So integration of 0 to 5 by 2 1 du. So if we calculate here, so we know that firstly we have to find the antiderivative of this one, right?
Yes.
So integral of that constant, that is x. You see here integration of a dx is equal to x. So this was the formula. So we get u. So 1 into u. So now if we just substitute back our limit, so we get pi by 2 minus 0. Sorry, pi by 2 minus 0. Okay, am I right?
Yes.
Substitute back the limit. So pi by 2 minus 0. Firstly upper limit, then lower limit. Okay, so upper limit minus lower limit. So we get pi by 2. See here, pi by 2. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this is for this part, and now let's calculate this part. It is integration 0 to pi by 2 cos 2u du. Okay. So again we have to use substitution rule here. So b is equal to 2u, and then ultimately cos b half b, right? I already explained that before. And
Yes,
we have
yes.
to also change the limit. We have to change the limit, yeah. So that limit becomes minus, it was 0 to pi by 2, right?
Yes.
It was 0 to pi by 2, but now it becomes 0 to pi. You can also calculate by your own, okay? So I will send the apps after the, maybe I will send it now because, okay. Where is the apps?
Just send the PDF that you need.
Yeah, similar. So this one, okay. I have used these apps. And there is also another app that is called Photomath. I have also the pro version of Photomath. So maybe this one, I'm not sure. Okay, let me share the link. Okay, this is here maybe. Photomath lifetime premium. Maybe this one, right? Okay. Let me see. So you guys can use these apps to calculate any critical mathematics, and you can see those steps. For example, this part here, this was calculating using Symbolab, okay? Symbolab Pro version. So you have both here, okay? Here's the link. So now let's go back here. So we change, if you just click here like show steps, it will show you all the steps, okay, and the formula they used. So it was minus, the limit was minus, it was integration 0 to pi by 2. Now it becomes integration 0 to pi, okay, because we used use substitution rule here. And now you can take this constant out, and it is integration 0 to pi cos v dv. So we know that we have to calculate firstly the integral of cos v. So integration of cos b, that is sine b. And now if we just substitute the limit here, so it will become sine pi, that means sine 180 degree, that means sine pi, maybe 0. Let me see, sine pi. Sine 180 degree, sine 180. No, sine pi, it will be sine pi. Sine pi, sorry. Sine pi. Sine pi equals 0, okay? So I can explain like this way. Guys, do you remember all sine tan cot, all sine? Okay, Idris is gone maybe. Okay. So this was the formula, like all sine tan cot. All sine tan is all sine tan cos. Okay. ASTC. So you can just remember this way. All students take class. All students take class. So all sine tan cos. So we have pi. Pi means 180 degree. So 180 degree is 90 on 80. Okay. And this here on 80. So we know that sine 90. Sine 90 is equal to 1. And sine 0 is equal to maybe 0. Okay. So cos on sine on 80. We have to come back, like we know that sine 0 equal to 0, sine 30 equal to 1 by 2, sine 45 equal to 1 by root 2, sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is equal to 1. So to calculate on it sine on 80 degree, we have to come back. Okay, come back again, like sine on 20 is equal to root 3 by 2, sine on 45 equal to, okay, like this way. So this way sine on 80 will be 0. Idris, are you back? Yeah.
Yes,
Back.
yes.
Okay. So we were calculating sine on 80. How to calculate sine on 80? Okay. So we can skip those parts. Sine on 80 is equal to 0. Okay.
Okay.
Because you know sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and sine 90 is 1, right? So to calculate sine 180, we just come back again, okay? So it will become sine 120 and sine maybe on 45, then sine on 60 and sine on 80. Okay, maybe something like this way, I'm not sure. So sine on 80, we just need maybe pi by 2 or pi. So sine on 80 will be also 0. Okay. So you see here like 30, that means on 20. Okay. And 15. Oh, this will be on 35. This will be on 35. And this will be on 50. Okay. Now it's okay. And this will be on 80. So this way we can imagine like what is the value of sine on 80. Okay. Anyways, we don't need to see this part. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So we are here like where we had, yeah, so sine pi, right? We substitute our limit here. So sine pi is 0. So 0 minus then sine 0. Sine 0 is maybe sine 0 is also 0. Okay. Sine 0 is also 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. So half multiply 0 is also 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear up to here?
Yes.
So already we saw that this part it is 0. Like integration of cos v on by v. So integration of 0 to 5 by 2 cos u d cos 2u du. This is 0, right? Okay. So where we had maybe. So okay. So this part is 0, right? And this part is pi by 2. So pi by 2 minus 0, that is pi by 2. And we have half here. You can see here we have half here. So half multiply pi by 2. That means pi by 4. Am I right?
Yes, yes, pi by 4.
Pi by 4. So this is pi by 4, okay? So this is the answer, pi by 4. And so let me go back. So we know that this part here, this part is equal to pi by 4. And that means this part. That means this part is pi by 4. Okay. We were calculating this part all this way down. So yeah, see here it is pi by 4. So you can see this minus sign. So I already break down into the steps. So if you are done, then you can just click this minus sign and it will just close up. Okay, it will close. So you can see that this part here, that is integration of 0 to 1 root over minus x square plus 1 dx, it is pi by 4. So this part is pi by 4. Okay, guys.
Okay, okay.
Pi by 4.
Yeah, okay.
X square plus 1 dx. Okay. And here we have minus and on dx. So on dx. Okay. So this part is pi by 4. And this part on dx. This was maybe what? Let me see. On dx is pi by 2, right? Pi by 2. No, sorry, no, not this one. 0 to 1 on dx. Maybe we can calculate it here. Like firstly, we need on means the integration of on, that is x. So we have to give the value back. That means 0 to 1. So if I substitute this here, so it will be on minus substitute here. So on minus 0. 1 minus 0 means 1. So this is minus 1, right? And we have another minus here. So minus on this way, right? So if I calculate this, it will become minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4 plus 1, right? That means on minus pi by 4. Okay, bro? Am I right? On minus pi by 4. So if you come here, it was, you see here on minus pi by 4. Am I right? On minus pi by 4.
Yes.
On minus pi by 4. So I just
Yeah,
write.
no better.
Yeah, so it's done. Finally, okay. So
Finally.
guys, can you see this part? This part is pi by 4. I already calculated here. You can see if I just hide these steps, so I get pi by 4. So firstly, Symbolab will show you only this part. And if you click the plus sign, it will break down all the steps, okay? So this was pi by 4 and integration of on dx. I calculated it here, okay? You can see here.
Yeah.
So it was on 0 minus, on minus 0, that means 1. So ultimately, this is the steps, like this minus is multiplied with this part and also with this part. So minus pi by 4 minus 1. This minus 1 is the result of on dx, right? Okay. And finally, if I divide this minus, or if I just multiply this minus with this one and with this one, so it will become minus pi by 4 plus 1. So this is 1 minus pi by 4. So I think, yeah, it's done, and we have to stop the recording.